Hey guys, it's GeoMargin here. Today we're going to be looking at recursive islands. So, a recursive island is simply an island that is found within a lake. Now, this can go to varying degrees. So, we're going to be looking at two examples today. One of these examples is in Lake Superior. You can find Isle Royale. Now, within Isle Royale, you can find Siskiwit Lake. Within Siskiwit Lake, you can find Ryan Island. So, this is an island that is in a lake, that is in an island, that is in a lake. So if you look on Wikipedia, you can find a bunch of examples of these. What we just looked at, Ryan Island, is in this one. But let's see how far we can go. So we can actually go all the way until we get to 2 more degrees. An island in a lake, on an island in a lake, on an island in a lake. Now, let's try to find this. Now, to find this island, we're going to look up in Canada. So within Canada, we're going to look at the territory Nunavut. Nunavut is by far the most sparsely populated territory of Canada, and it only has like 36,000 people for this huge area. And there's plenty of lakes and islands to hopefully have a chance at developing these recursive lakes. So to find what we're looking for, we're going to look at Yathkyed Lake. Within this lake, we're going to find a bunch of islands, but we're going to be focusing on the largest island here. This is a very confusing looking island, but if we look inside of it, we can find a lake forming. Within this unnamed lake, we can actually find another island right here. Within this island, we can find a lake. Now, this is where Google Earth actually starts to break down, and we can't see any further, but I promise there is another island in here that we're going to be looking at. Luckily, someone came out to this location to see if this was actually real or just some Google Earth glitch. In the background, you can see Yathkyed Lake and then a big island which surrounds this unnamed lake right here. In this unnamed lake, we have this unnamed island, and then we have a lake forming in this island with a tiny little island and all of that. So, it is an island in a lake, and an island in a lake, and an island in a lake as found within North America. Now, my next question was, has anyone ever been to this island on foot before? Well, as far as I can tell, probably not. In fact, I couldn't even find a single credible photo of Yathkyed Lake from the ground. The only photo I could find was that aerial view of that island. So it is unknown if anyone's ever been there, but it is definitely possible that a local has stumbled across it at some point, inadvertently discovering the world's only fifth order reclusive island. It would be quite the trek to make it to this island, considering the closest town is over 200 kilometers away, all the way up here in Baker Lake. So maybe you could be the next person to discover one of these islands. I'm sure there is another one out there, but they're very difficult to find as it gets very complicated when you zoom in. Anyways, thanks for watching the video, and if you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want to. Thank you.